Hi,
Hi.
Elena. Hi, Maria.
Hi, nice to meet you all.
Can
Okay,
you hear
seems to be
me?
working.
Yes,
Yeah, I can
yes.
hear you properly. Oh, Elena, you're pretty loud.
Yeah, it's not loud or loud. Is it too
It's
loud?
really
Yeah,
loud. I
it's-
can hear you properly, Elena. It's all good.
Okay,
it's
okay.
perfect.
Thank you very much, ladies, for joining us today here.
Yeah.
It's really great to have such webinars that we organize ourselves and have you as well kind of joining in and talking about your own experience, Maria, and you, Yelena. You are the queen of Howest, you know everything.
Yeah.
You know how to and where and why not to.
But I'm really interested to hear Maria's experience, so that's why I want you to start, and then I can fill in the gaps that maybe if she hasn't covered them, then I can add something else.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
great.
sure.
What I wanted to check with you girls is that I wanted to ask whether you can see on the screen to move the slides.
I was considering my presentation to maybe I can share my screen and then showing up my presentation.
I don't see any arrows to change the presentation.
You can
see
just maybe try on your yes, there you go. You can
It was me.
It was
but
you.
let me, Maria, don't do anything. I'll try.
Yeah.
Okay, it works as well.
That's great. Perfect. Because what we will do is that in the beginning, I will talk about, I will have a short introduction about what's going to happen today. I will present the facts. I will present Belgium and Belgium nightlife. And then from here, you can take on, Yelena. And then...
maybe Maria will take on.
About the nightlife?
No, not the nightlife. No.
I can continue talking here as well, girls. It's not a problem because I can continue talking whatever it's written here.
Oh yeah, I don't like mission and vision. I mean, if you want, you can definitely share it. But I don't know. Is it something the students are really, looking forward to hear? Mission.
I would say yes, because it's obviously something for them to take in advantage. And then when we will be starting to talk about the bachelor study programs, that's when you will take in Maria and start talking about your experience.
Yeah.
And then you can talk and move your slides, and I have entered all of them here, as you can see. And then there's a little bit about the city where the campus is based, and I believe that these are
from here.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, great.
I will just add to what if Marie has forgotten something about the AE, and then shortly tell about the other programs.
Okay, great, fantastic.
Okay.
Okay, so we are 1 minute to go to the webinar. We already have one viewer that has logged in earlier.
I see 5 viewers. Does it include us? 5 viewers?
6. It includes you as well.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It doesn't include us. No, it doesn't include us. It's only the people that have logged in. So it's 6 of them now. So normally what we do is that we wait for about 3 to 4 minutes for others to log in, and then we start the session.
Good.
Great. So, Maria, are you ready? Yelena, are you ready?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. So, what I suggest maybe we do is that we turn off our cameras for maybe 3 more minutes, and then log back in again with our beautiful faces.
Oh, just a second, because I clicked something.
It's okay. It's the presentation.
Okay. And how do where's the camera?
On your left, there is an icon with a camera. And you can just click it.
If I click it, it says show.
Show camera, yes.
Nothing changes, but I can just, close my camera because it doesn't change. I can close it.
Well, I definitely. Oh, for me, it also doesn't turn off, so I'll just be there.
Okay, let's just be there, Maria.
Yeah, I'll just create an ambience.
Yeah, exactly. Let's create an ambience.
Yeah.
Can you remind me, you're the second year student or the first?
Yeah, I'm a second year student.
The second year student. And you're originally from?
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Okay, great.
Yep. But I'm technically on my first year of my second year because we have an opportunity to split the years into 2 or 3, whatever fits you better.
Okay.
So it can be a personal study track, and because I want to extend my studies, I'm kind of on my first year of my second year.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
I can see a few more people have joined. So hi everyone. We will be waiting a few more minutes for others to join, and then we will be able to start our webinar about studies in Belgium. I really do hope you have a drink with you, Maria, because I have mine.
Yeah. We can see the chat. Hello.
Rasa, I'm really happy that you have been able to log in because I know you have had some issues with receiving the registration link, but I'm happy to see you. And Maria, do you live in the student accommodation or is it your own apartment?
No, it's not my own apartment. I live in the student dorm. I will also mention about it more.
Yeah.
It's actually provided by Howest.
Okay.
And it has a special vibe. It's the whole experience of living in a dorm. It's
great.
the proper international experience I've ever had. It's amazing. Yeah, I love it.
That's great. Yelena, I think you can come back. I feel really weird that your camera me and Maria have been trying to create the ambience as she was.
Well, it's actually very, very nice of Maria that she joined the webinar because she told me she has classes today between 1 and 6, and she's doing a break now for us.
Yeah, but I got my feedback, so it was my teacher. I messaged in the chat because we have an opportunity to go online, and because I have a presentation, I didn't went to class.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, can I go first? Because I have student presentation. The teacher was like, oh yeah, sounds important, sure. And just 1 minute before, he was like, okay, we can wrap up, seems nice, go for it, enjoy. Yes, so in the middle of a class, I disappeared, but it's all fine.
In the middle of the class, you disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 35 minutes past 3, and I believe it's best for us to start talking now about studies in Belgium. Thank you everyone for joining us today. And it's not only me as a Kalba representative here talking to you today in Latvia and Lithuania. We also have today our great Elena and Maria. Elena is the representative of Howest University of Applied Sciences, and Maria is actually a student in Howest University. So today we will have a very informative and interesting session, not only about general information about studies in Belgium, but also how it is to study in Belgium. So ladies, are you ready?
Yes, let's get started.
Okay, let's get the party started.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to start our presentation with introducing some facts about Belgium itself and about Howest University of Applied Sciences. And I believe the most important fact to mention here is that all studies in Belgium are in English. And it's very important to understand that in Belgium, you don't need to speak the native language in order to be able to live there or study. If you speak in English, it's absolutely enough for you to be able to feel the local vibe, as I say. And overall, as a student in Belgium, you are expected to spend from 800 to 1,000 euros per month, including your rental and weekly, monthly shopping. And some other very important and interesting facts that I would like to mention is the fact that many foreigners that come to Belgium and choose to study at Howest University, they easily find work and they easily combine it with their studies. And also a very important factor to mention in regards to your work and maybe your university life is the fact that at Howest University of Applied Sciences, you not only acquire future-proof skills that will guarantee you job security, and it will also guarantee you the fact that whenever you finish the studies at Howest University, you can feel relaxed and ready for the job market. And over the years, Howest has built a solid reputation in application-oriented scientific research, services, and education, partnering with universities and work field organizations in Belgium, Europe, and all over the world. Also, a very important factor to mention about Howest University is the fact that Howest is a member of Ghent University Association. Is that the correct way to say it, Elena?
Ghent University.
Ghent
Yes.
University Association. Thank you. And is fully accredited by NVAQ, the Dutch Flemish Accreditation Organization. And following the fact that you will be studying in English, and obviously speaking with your not only teachers, tutors, but your classmates in English, you will be able to discover Belgium as a country. And these are the probably just two very important factors that I have outlined in this presentation. Is the fact that Belgium officially is the Kingdom of Belgium is a country in Western Europe and is bordered by the Netherlands to the north, Germany to the east, Luxembourg to the southeast, France to the southwest, and the North Sea to the northwest, which means that you will be studying in Belgium, but you will have plenty of reasons and opportunities to travel outside of Belgium and get to know a little bit more around. I would like to also mention the fact that there is two main linguistic communities, which are the Dutch-speaking and the French-speaking communities, which means that if you were studying French in your high school, you will be able to use it as well with locals. And probably the most important factor for students is the nightlife in Belgium, because not only you go there to study, but you also go there, as Maria mentioned in the beginning, is to experience the true student life and to also taste the real culture. And the first and the best way to taste the real culture is the nightlife. And what we have done is that we have created this list for you to experience some of the best nightlife in Belgium. And this is the list of things that you could possibly do when you arrive to Belgium and choose to either indulge in a beer tasting tour or take a part in music festivals and so on and so on and so on. Whatever your heart desires, it's all there for you. And you can also see a few pictures of Belgium. Sorry. Belgium festivals, how they take place, and also the nightlife.
In normal times, yes.
In normal times, yes. Not COVID times that we have not talked about, but yes, in normal times. Moving on with
we had a few.
Sorry?
We had a few.
We had a few, yes.
We had the chance to taste it a few months ago. Yeah. Let's hope for the best.
Between the waves, yes, with some relaxations. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good to know. And moving on with my presentation today, with our presentation today, sorry, what we have done is that we have concentrated our webinar today on the Howest University of Applied Sciences. And we would like to talk more about its mission and why you should choose Howest when you think about Belgium. And these are probably very important mission statements that Howest states in their information about the university. And the one that has stuck with me, and I would like to read it out for you, is that Howest itself is exploring the talents and passion for each student. Howest coaches its students to become competent, highly employable, team-oriented professionals, able to anticipate the developments in our global society. And Maria, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that this statement explains everything about Howest University as it is, because it is student orientated and is willing to help students to grow.
Yeah, it's definitely true, because well, there's a wide range of classes you can go for, even choosing the subjects you're learning. They still give you an opportunity of explore more. Maybe whatever you've chosen for, you can still try yourself in a different industries, in a different areas of study, which definitely inspires you to go for something you really like.
That's great. That's great to hear, Maria. And then for everyone who has just joined us, Maria is actually a student at Howest University, and she had agreed to join our session today and share her experience of Howest University and how it is being a student at Howest. And later on this presentation, she will be talking more about herself and also about the course that she has chosen. And these are the three most probably important Howest University of Applied Sciences values, which are serve, empower, and care. And Howest University in itself, Elena, please correct me if I'm wrong, they guide you as a university to trust the students and to serve them and empower them and care for them.
It's true. We're a relatively small institution, so we have around 8,000 students. And the feedback that I hear from our students is that there is this personal touch, and our teaching staff, our supporting staff are very approachable. So each of the students can get the attention of the teacher, of the teacher's assistant or student services, and that's what sets us apart from a bigger institution when you're often lost and just a number of 1 out of 150 students sitting in a class, and they don't know your name, they don't even sometimes know your face because there's so many students in the class. So definitely personal approach to each student is important for us.
Thank you so much, Elena. And very shortly, today we would like to present few of the bachelor study programs that you can choose from at Howest University. You can see that there is a big variety of bachelor programs, and I have mentioned visual effects, 3D animation, game graphics production, game development, independent game production, sound design, Bachelor of Digital Design and Development, Bachelor of Applied Computer Science, Major Cybersecurity, Bachelor of Industrial Product Design, and Advanced Bachelor of Bioinformatics. And now, what we would like to do is move on with our presentation. And Maria, the stage is yours. It's your time to shine and tell us a little bit more about yourself. Tell us a little bit more about how you feel as a student at Howest.
Okay, so hi, I'm really glad to see you all here. I'll do a little introduction about myself. So my name is Mary. I'm coming from Ukraine. I'm here at the DAE for my second year already. I applied when I was 16, so I came alone by myself in Belgium when I was 17, while Corona times. It was pretty tough times, but the experience I got here really brought me to the next level. And I would like to mention that all the pictures shown in my presentation, they're actual students' work. On this slide, they're mine specifically. So if you have any questions about all those, maybe, for example, if from what class it comes from or whatever, please feel free to ask in the chat. So yeah, I'm a student of 3D animation, and here we dive into DAE experience. So as was mentioned before, DAE is a degree which aims to the best possible solution for the production-ready student. The most important feature of DAE is it being practical-based. So it's not the regular classes with boring theory, it's always applied. You learn new material, you apply it, you work on it, you get the feedback. The feedback is also really personal. If you fall behind, if you have your personal struggles, or you feel like it's really personal about the experience of learning the new subject. So those feedback sessions are really aiming to apply the approach which suits specifically for you. All the programs was already mentioned before, but I would split them into two majors. It's more technical based and more artistic based. Technical based would be definitely game development and independent game production, which are programming oriented. And 3D animation, VFX, and game graphic production are more mixed of both, but they also offer a few classes of programming. The most popular, I would say, course would be game graphic production. That's basically, the names are same for itself. Graphic production, it's the only course which offers you to lately choose on your path on either character design and assets design or environment design. Environments would be more technical because of the new features of the industry having a procedural approach, which is totally new, and it's new courses implemented in DAE. Just like last year, it wasn't there. This year, because of the new technologies, they implemented more things which become up to date, which I think for the industry like that, it's really important to be on time, on track with all the technologies. Character design and environments, it's something you'll be able to choose what to go for within the first year, because this split goes into already in your second year, and you need to further choose your classes. Once again, those pictures are real portfolio works from the classes, and all the works we do during the year, they all able to be go to a portfolio pieces, because again, everything is practice based.
Mm-hmm.
Independent game production is basically you studying the whole production of the game from the scratch, from the idea to the development to the final stage, to selling it, to promoting it, etc. So the whole path. There is also a course including production management, where you fully need to calculate the expenses, the risks, your potential audience. That's a really wide course, and but it also has some artistic ones. Especially on the first year, it would be 3D, it would be 2D for games, if I'm not wrong. And also worth mentioning that on the Howest website, we have every single course is highly in detail explained. So if you have hesitations about certain points of the course, every class is explained. There's even student showcases, like, okay, what have been done in a certain course, in that course, during this period of time, whatsoever. The next one is VFX, visual effects, basically. It's a course which was previously combined with 3D animation, but then they split it into two separate parts because, well, that's was a bit too much of an information for a student to be it combined. And visual effects is mostly about the effects you see in the movies and in the game industry. Those are simulations, explosions, floodings, volcano explosions, whatsoever, whatever you can think of. But we also have a lot of courses in common. Again, 3D pipeline. So worth mentioning that we have a lot of courses in common between all of them, which brings us all together so we understand how the industry works. And every single stage, if you worked on it, you know how to pass it to your colleague. You know how the industry works from all of the inside, which makes it more convenient for you as a professional to know what's happening in the industry in general. And it's also really nice to have a few features you can go for. So yeah, VFX is basically the foundation of Houdini and a few other programs of simulations. The sound design, I somewhere skipped, I don't see 3D animation, but sure. Sound design is also it's a bit out of DAE specialization course. The sound design is more about basically sounds, recordings, post-processing, but also curriculum includes classes like 3D and programming just for understanding of the basis. The game development, for this course, we have placed the first place all around the globe where the university, which offers the best suitable program in the industry based on the students who applied after graduation in the industry. So yeah, I think this is what we should be proud of. This is an impressive result to be the best all around the world. So this is a super technical course in terms of programming. You don't need to have any background in it, if I'm not wrong. Like, it's nice to know something in advance. What are you going to do? What to expect? But all the courses, you start from the absolute basis, and they will guide you through all the way to your final point.
But let's just say it's quite intensive, right?
Yeah, that's...
To be honest, that's it starts from zero, but the tempo is quite high, and it requires a lot of assignments, like that you work on your own for a lot of hours per week.
Yeah, you shouldn't expect to be a chill life, because DAE is a tough program. If you want to become not a professional, but if you really go for something like Pixar, you having dreams working for AAA games, that's something the DAE gives you a proper start in the industry. And if you just seem to like, okay, I'll pass this, pass that, but it's something that gives you a proper beginning into the industry. On this slide, it's mostly about who you can become and your perspectives, whatever the course you choose, pretty wide. Also, a few of them may be the same for courses, but yeah, mostly it's even wider than this list. Yes. How to properly choose a program, because I've mentioned a lot. It seems quite overwhelming to choose a program after such an information.
Such a brief information, yes.
Yes. So yeah, again, artistic or programming based, really important to choose from. Howest, again, offers the whole list of subjects you have. What do you do? What do you study? Which programs you study? In terms of technical part, step by step, this is what you need to dive into. Also, watch what students have done. Also, really nice. But yeah, that's something which requires a bit of time to think of. But I know a lot of students who they applied for one course, but then they understood that they feel more confident about something else. They tried something else. I also talked to a lot of students, especially in my dorm. We always share experience in between each other. And I'm really impressed by the courses my friend has on GGP course. And next year, I'm planning to have an additional course, a part of 3D animation. I'm planning to have a bit of a pass of GGP.
Game graphics production.
Game graphics production. Yeah, that's really nice. Howest offers an IoT program, which is also another topic to dive into. It's, in a few words, it's basically to splitting your years and going for your personal study track. It allows you to choose how many courses you want to have per year. If you feel like you want to focus on studies more, and if you don't feel comfortable on the study track you have, or you want to have something additionally, this is something university offers to us. Okay, university activities. I was quite impressed with the amount of activities we have in Howest, especially study nights, festivals, streams. Apparently, we have a lot of online events, which are sometimes organized by people from the industry. We basically get a bit of personal time. We can ask any question from people who actually work in the industry. Also, study nights. Study nights is every Thursday. We come together to the level, which is our main campus. We meet up, we work together, we play together, we discuss, we share ideas. It's something really inspirational in the industry, because I'm pretty sure the people I met here, once in a while, I'll see them in the captions underneath films or games. And it's like the international community we get here. It's something that I really appreciate. The the people you get acquainted with along the way. Kortrijk, its surroundings, and traveling. Well, Kortrijk is a pretty small city in comparison to any other city I lived personally. It's pretty calm and chill, but it has a lot to offer, like parties and parties. Parties. Yeah, but the thing is that Belgium has such a nice transportation system. If you want to go somewhere, you just take a train. Like I can take a train and go to Lille, 40 minutes and I'm in France. 2 hours and I'm in the Netherlands. 2 hours I'm in Paris. This is something which also I really like. You can travel during the weekend freely. And that's a nice opportunity to live in the heart of the Europe, West Europe, being able to travel. I also know a lot of people from my dorm who already traveled to Italy, Spain, Portugal, the Netherlands, Germany, just within the period of half of the semester. That was impressive. The lifestyle here. Well, I also would like to mention that I live in a student dorm provided by Howest, and it's the best experience ever happened to me. Because we all survived a bit of Corona times all together. This is our family where we work together, when we chill together, we cook together. We also, especially the really nice experience I got here is about getting acquainted with other programs. Like we just show each other. We have even a night after exam where we just show up what we did for this semester and just applauding for each other, discussing how you did that or how you tackled that or how you approached that. That's really a nice thing to go for. If you have any questions about leaving, costs, activities, accommodation, whatsoever, I'm always available on a Unibuddy ambassadors platform. You can always message me. I will be able to answer you within 24 hours. Again, if you have any further question in the courses, leaving, whatever, any personal experience, no personal question, but personal experience, always happy. Maybe if you have any questions now, I'm happy to answer in a chat.
I was just about to say, Maria, to everyone who is watching us today, if you have any questions for Maria, you feel free to do it in the chat box on your right. And I'm pretty sure that Maria will be more than happy to answer the questions.
Yes. Those are last pictures on the slide. This is what I'm currently working on. This is called 3D production, which, as for me, looks really impressive. The works. And it's the works from a second-year students. Second year, and you're doing such a great things. I would never think of it.
Thank you so much, Maria. And I think now we will move on to Elena.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Maria. Maria already covered quite a lot. I will just add one. Oh, I cannot move the slide. Weird. Okay. Just a few facts about the program. So first of all our bachelor programs are 3-year programs. As Maria mentioned, it is possible to make an individual track, which means that you can spread the workload. If you wish to, you could do it in 4 years, and then you would have less credits and less subjects per year, but the standard track is 3 years. For DAE, 2 first years are dedicated to the classes, and you are, of course, working on your assignments, but during the last year, there are no classes at all. During 5th semester, you could go abroad for exchange to one of our 180 partners. Or if you stay in DAE in Kortrijk, you will work 6 weeks on your individual project and 8 weeks on a group project, when you'll make in a group of 4 or 5 a game or a film, animation, depending on your major. And the most exciting and the semester that everyone is looking for, the culmination of all your studies, is the internship. So 4 months in-company internship in Belgium or abroad. Actually, 1/3 of the students do it abroad. Before Brexit, lots of people did it in the UK because there are a lot of studios, but also in Europe and in Asia, Korea, Japan. It can be anywhere. We have a lot of connections, of course, in Europe, but if you have a studio or a company you want to work for somewhere else, we will definitely facilitate the process. The program is located in Kortrijk, as Maria mentioned, and it is the most international program that we have. There's currently 1,000 students and 300 are international. So 1/3 of the program are international students. Can you please change to the second slide? Yes. So another program that we have is Bachelor of Digital Design and Development, dviem. This is a cooperation of our institution and Academy of Arts. And as a result, the students who finish this program, they get 50% design, 50% coding skills. Basically, it's web app development, but it's creating any kind of digital products. For example, Tomorrowland, so the crazy visual laser show, that's one of the things that our students have actually worked on during their internship as well, or immersive art experiences in museums. So it's definitely broader than just web app development, but the core idea is that you get skills in design, research, and development at the same time. And in the end, you choose who you want to become and what you want to specialize in. You can be motion designer, front-end developer, content creator, and so on. The course has a similar structure as DIE, 2 years of classes, and then during the last year you can go for exchange, you work on your project, and you spend a semester in a company in Belgium or abroad. Next slide, please. Okay, I think I already managed to do that myself. We'll see next time. Another program is Bachelor of Applied Computer Sciences, majors cybersecurity. Here, this program is located in Bruges, in our other campus. So we have campus in Kortrijk and Bruges. This program offers as well a very good employability chances. All our programs, because they are tech related, have digital skills, the students definitely get a job offer within 6 months after graduation. For a lot of them, I know from DIE, even if their internship placement becomes the first job offer, but if it's not the case, usually within 6 months, students are employed, and 80% of them are employed in the sector where they wanted to work. Here are some examples where our student did internships. So for cybersecurity, of course, it's big banks or big consultancies, but also NATO in Brussels, or again, before Brexit was Facebook security in London. And next year we'll offer industrial product design also in English. This program exists for more than 10 years in Dutch, but only next year we'll open it for international students. Industrial product design, what is so special about it is two things. First of all, advanced prototyping. So we have the biggest maker space in Belgium, which is the design center with lots of machines, 3D printers, and any kind of machine to work with all materials, plastic, marmor, glass, you name it. And as a result, students can, from the concept for something that is in their head to the sketch to 3D, they can actually make a prototype of the product that they've created. And this is what sets us apart, this advanced prototyping, but also advanced use of 3D CAD, so 3D software for architect. And also teamwork. Often design is seen as an individual profession, but we, just as in DIE, in Digital Arts and Entertainment, here students work a lot together in projects because we try to mimic real life working in a studio. You are almost never alone, so we try to teach them this skills to work in teams from the very beginning. This bachelor will have 3 majors or minors. Design for industry is the most technical one. It has a bit more of engineering. Then there is design for impact, which will go deeper into social questions, societal problems, and sustainability. And design for identity is the most aesthetic one, and maybe you would call it interior design minor. Also here we have a connection with the industry. Just like Maria mentioned, the curriculum of all our programs is updated every year depending on the needs of the industry. So here we also hear the feedback of the industry. We invite people from the industry to come to teach our students. And of course, the assignments are also real life, based on real life cases, and students, of course, do the internships as well in Belgium or abroad again.
Yeah, fun fact about product design.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We had a lot of exchange students in the dorm from product design, and it was a really nice experience. They had an assignment of creating a lamp, and we have on our floor, we still have those lamps as a little reminder of them, because they need to do a full prototype of the lamp, and they couldn't bring it home. So we have a little nice reminders of the people who used to live with us. Yeah, our little family.
This program was very popular with exchange students. We got lots of exchange students for the program. That's why we decided to open it up fully in English. Okay, what is important? So besides studying, of course, there is partying, and of course, there is need in student support services, especially for international students. So we understood that students come to us from different countries. Some come from Europe, from nearby neighboring countries. Others come from thousands of kilometers away, from South America, Asia, and so on. And so, of course, Belgium is an unknown territory. That's why we've created a buddy program. So every international student can get a buddy, which will be either a local student or a senior international student who will take charge and take care of the new incoming international students. So they will be matched according to their interest, year, nationality, program. So they have different criteria, and they try to feed the really students that have something in common. So usually it works, of course. Sometimes you can never be 100% accurate, but I've heard a lot of positive feedback about the matching system. And the buddy will sometimes pick up at the airport. It's not like a requirement, but I heard a lot that even they already meet them at the airport. They can help to go with them to the shop to show where they buy all the practical stuff, or just to give information and to integrate into the social life that they already have, so that the student wouldn't feel lost in the new country. I think that's something that is working, and we will definitely continue it, and always looking for new buddies. And the students who have received the buddy, international students, they often then want to become a buddy for the new incoming students. So we have also, of course, this is student-led. We have our student support services that help applicants and potential students in looking for accommodation. Like Maria mentioned, we have our dormitories, but the places are limited. So I would say only 1/3 of students get placed into our dormitories. The rest have to look on the private market, but the fees are the same whether you rent it at Howest or you rent it on the private markets. It's approximately the same. I think my next slide, yes. Usually it costs, so the cheapest room will be €280, and for 500 you can rent a studio. The average ones are between 300 to 450. Is that correct, Maria?
Yeah, it's correct. But to what I've seen already, I'm really happy to be in the dorm provided by Howest. Even though it's a fact, it's a hospital in past. Yeah, it has a certain.
It was a hospital. Yeah.
It was a hospital. Yeah. But to be honest, I was considering moving out for the second year, maybe for something private. But to be honest, no, I want to stay here. I've seen already a lot of dorms from my friends. And to be honest, the one I have now, the wing, I think that's a really nice option to go for.
And the advantages, as you've mentioned, you create your community, you have your pals that's to spend the evenings or lonely weekends when Belgian students usually go home for the weekend. So
we have a common areas, and we usually work there, then we watch something there, then we play, then we party there, then we meet there for more daily life issues. Yeah, that's something I really wish to everyone to have an international experience. We cook together. It's insane.
But there's also the Oasis, which is a separately standing house, which is a house for international students. If they don't live in a dorm, they still can come together, cook together, watch films in a separate house. But just to finish up, what I was saying is that our student support services can offer advice about housing, but also if there are any difficulties along the way with studying, if they need extra support, or if there are any physical or other kind of disabilities, they can also provide special facilities for those students. And of course, they try, and we all together try to organize as many extracurricular activities as possible in normal times. Nowadays, a lot of them take place virtually, but still, we try to diversify daily life of students besides studying, that there is something to look forward to. I think that's it from my side. Yes.
Yes.
I can, Veronica, if you want, I will just tell this slide as well about
yes, of course. Why not? Yes, sure.
So the application will start on 1st of January, and the deadline for you students is 15th of July. And to apply, it's quite simple. You just need your high school diploma with transcripts, translated into English if it's not in English, and legalized with the notary, and then English language at B2 level. Now during the pandemic, we also accept Duolingo certificate. And that's it. You don't need there is no portfolio review anymore. I think, Maria, when you applied, you had
it was a portfolio, yeah.
Yes, there is no portfolio. You theoretically, again, as was mentioned, you don't need to have any specific IT knowledge for any of our programs. What is important is good foundation in math, at least 3 hours per week in high school, and understanding, and it's more about your way of thinking and your hard work, whether you succeed or not. If you fulfill the legal requirements, we can accept you. We don't have any quotes on number of students, so every eligible student will be accepted. But then it's once again up to your hard work whether you will succeed or not.
Yeah, but I would say, like, about the math, the applied math and physics fundamentals. Yeah. It's not the math we have back in school, in high school. It's applied math. So I guess you've learned something like sinuses and cosine function, and then you actually apply it into animation. You make things move according to just simple math calculations. So it was quite impressive for me. And even though some students feel uncomfortable with math, we have a lot of Discord channels when we try to discuss with each other if we have any issues. They're mostly guided by third-year students who just in their free time, they're always happy to help. And this is also another math community. That's all. So even if you fall behind, there are always people ready to help you. This is all about the community.
Great to hear that. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There is always someone who can help you. That's it. This is the infographics that has been mentioned already. In general, we have 8,000 students. We are a public institution. That's the question I get sometimes. Are you private or public? We're a public institution. Every year we have 1,300 graduates that successfully find jobs. And the most important to know about Howest is that we're University of Applied Sciences, which means that we are practice-based. You get the skills that you need to execute your job that in 3 years you get the skills and you are ready to fulfill your profession that you wanted to do.
I think we got the question about tuition fee at Howest.
Yes.
Good question. Very good question.
What is the tuition fee at Howest University for 1 year? Am I reading it correctly, Rasa?
Yes. I can tell that, so because we are a public institution, our fees are very low. We are just, for EU citizens, they're just under 1,000 euro per year. As a non-EU citizen, you pay around 7,000 euro, for example. This is the fee for Maria, but the idea behind this is that EU citizens pay taxes, so that's why they can take the benefit of studying in a public institution that is funded by the government, and the government pays the biggest part for EU students. The only additional cost would be, this is the full cost, is the software fee, and this is a little bit different per program, but in general it's between something like 80 euro to 250 euro. For the AE, I think it's 250 euro per year, and that's it.
Yeah, also send a link in the chat if you want to explore further, specifically about DAE. Everything is explained in there.
Thank you so much, Elena, and thank you so much, Maria, for such an informative webinar. I believe that we do all deserve that beautiful Belgian waffle that you can see in front of your screen right now.
Chocolate. We forgot to mention the chocolate.
And the chocolate.
The best reason to come to Belgium.
And the chocolate.
Fries.
And the chocolate, of course. It's time for our viewers to ask questions. Feel free. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. We are here to answer all your questions. But I do believe that Elena and Maria have probably answered all the questions you have prepared for us today, because you were so informative and provided so much information about the courses, which is very useful.
Again, if you don't have questions now, I'm always available with anybody.
I put the link to our platform landing page for the student ambassadors. So we have ambassadors for each of the programs. Feel free to contact Maria for DAE or other students for if you're interested in other programs.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, ladies. Once again, it's my pleasure to have you both today, Elena, Maria, and thank you everyone that has joined us today. And I wish you all to have a great evening, have a lovely Christmas, New Year, and I really do hope that soon we will see more students applying to Howest.
Thank you very much for inviting us, and I wish everyone, first of all, health, mental strength in these difficult times. The times will pass, and just concentrate on your future and your dreams for the coming years after all of this is over.
Okay, thank you, and I will be saying goodbye now. And as Elena said, we wish you all health and stay safe.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, bye-bye. Bye.